Yo, what's going on, my heroes, my villains, my fellow card collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromie, the Gale, back at it again with another hero video. Let's get it. What's happening, my Justice Leaguers? So, I've been getting quite a few questions lately about what is hero, like what's going on, like what's the deal? It seems like the awareness is picking up. You know, people are finally hearing about it and stuff, and they're getting curious, you know. So in this video, I just decided to piece together a few pieces from the recent AMA, and so I can let the co-founders and the founders explain what is hero and what is going on, you know. So that's what this video is going to be. So without further ado, let's breeze into it.
All right, guys, let's dive into this. Now, we've got a lot of people here who have probably maybe bought online. They've thought about it. They're excited for what's to come. They've seen all the IP that you guys are bringing to the table. Probably best to ask Miguel, what can you summarize for us, like what exactly this project is?
Had to get that side shot in.
Try to keep it as clean and crisp as possible. So what we're bringing to the community and the fans are officially licensed hybrid NFT trading cards. So these are as connecting like a very old technology as you see here, a simple digital trading card, but bringing it to the next era by connecting it to digital NFT that's living on the actual blockchain. So what it actually is every single trading card that all of the fans will be unpacking from the packs are unique, and every single trading card is minted on the Ethereum blockchain. So the goal for this product is actually to get the fans to get together, to start collecting. They can start competing, trading, and obviously also have a deeper fan experience that brings them closer to the heroes in this case, with the great license of DC Comics. So the just connecting those two worlds together, bridging the gap between the physical and the digital, and offering solutions for a couple of problems in the community. That's really what we're bringing. We want to offer the fans a deeper fan engagement and bringing everyone together in the community.
Can you tell me, as a collector, like just in 30 seconds, how exactly it works?
We have different types of into this. I think the most obvious one, obviously, is to just go to shop.hero.gg, not anymore, but you get your hands on a physical card, you unopen
said not anymore.
box, you have those cards. It's as easy as just downloading our Hero app, scanning the QR code on the back of the card to unlock the digital twin within the platform. So all of the NFTs are pre-minted through Immutable X. You just scanning the QR codes to redeem it within the wallet, and your account on the app acts as your wallet. So the idea here is really to bring a much broader audience than just the NFT audience into crypto, and also vice versa, have this amazing crypto community. Give them a platform as well to show people who are not into crypto, to show them what the benefits actually are of this technology. And that's the goal, I think, for this project, is really to leverage the benefits of the technology, but bring it to like fans across the globe.
Oh, absolutely. And even for me, Miguel, as somebody who's already an avid NFT collector, and I have been for a long time, this is like awakening a completely different part of me as a collector, and has like reinvigorated part of me in terms of being excited to collect NFTs, and the part with the physicals and everything is phenomenal. So, from the moment you guys told us about this, the first minute, I've been ecstatic to do this, and it's great to see it finally come to life. How do you come up with something like this? Like, where do you start? Like, what was day one 2.5 years ago starting on this project?
It's actually a combination of different passions. I think from my end, I'm gonna give the floor to Mark as well, because it's not only my world coming coming with this, it's worlds colliding. But I'm myself a passionate collector. It's inside all of us. But I was working for a big printing company called Cardamundi. It's the biggest card game manufacturer in the world. So we're in this day-to-day printing, having these fantastic physical products in our hands. But on the other side, I was seeing what was going on in the digital space, right? So for me, I was looking for a way to bridge the gap and to start linking these two together and seeing what additional benefits this could bring to the fans.
Awesome. Well, there you go, and it spawned all this. And Mark, I'd love to hear your thoughts there as well, because I know this is a long time coming for you.
Yeah, sure. We've been, as Collects, we've been working on products since 2017 in the collectibles and NFT space. So we've been at it for a long time. And really the genesis of that was, a combination of passions as well. My co-founder, Gavin, and I were both big card collectors as kids. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Canada when it's minus 30 outside in the winter. Not a lot to do other than play video games and collect trading cards and things like that. So, I was big into, some of the early top Star Wars stuff and obviously, hockey cards and stuff like that. And Gavin and I were having a conversation in early 2017 about some of the other, collectibles companies whose names shall remain unnamed or unsaid. But we were using some of their digital apps and we just felt like there was so much more that could be done. And so we decided to, create a product together and a company, and the rest is kind of history. Really just trying to make the collecting experience more rewarding, a lot more fun, and really kind of making it less isolated and more social, providing the app where people can come together as a community, find people to trade with, kind of recreating the whole, playground experience of bringing your cards in and being able to trade. And so we have a strategic partnership with Cardamundi and Collects. So as Collects, like I said, we run some of our own products as well in the esports and gaming space, and we've been working with Cardamundi as our printing partner. And that's where we built out and perfected this whole digital physical bridge, connecting those two worlds and connecting physical cards into a digital app. So we've been, at this for a while. You can, go and check out our EpixGG, CSGO trading cards, also for PUBG Mobile, if you guys are into that. And basically, see that we've been working together successfully for quite a while and at scale. And we're really looking forward to working on, HRO and helping support.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. Well, a stack team, and just for anybody curious, somebody who's brand new, why should this be their first NFT project?
I hope you guys can hear me better now. Can you quickly confirm, LG?
Yes, you're great now.
Perfect, cool. No, great question. I think for us, this project is arguably the easiest product and project to enter the NFT space. So I think even a lot of people who don't know a thing about NFTs will not even realize the cards they are buying at Walmart or on Amazon, for example, will not even realize these cards are actually minted on the blockchain, which gives them obviously a proof of authenticity and a proof of ownership. So also for the traditional trading card market, I think this is a great step towards the NFT landscape, just because we are offering solutions here with a couple of issues the community has been dealing with for the last couple of years. Obviously, you touched on it, the incredible artwork, the legendary icons and iconic superheroes and supervillains of DC. These we couldn't have wished for a better first partner to start our journey. So I think we are bringing something to the table that no other project has currently done, which is really attaching that physical, tangible piece to the NFTs. and also, yeah, as we said from the beginning, bridging that gap between those two worlds, I think, for me is a great stepping stone to bring those two worlds together.
The physicals are sold out. Is there what's coming next? Like, are we doing a digital drop soon?
Good question. So first, I want to clarify for the entire community the stock we were supplying on our own D2C web shop has been sold out. This was just a fraction of the entire stock that will be available. So physical product will hit the shelves probably around mid-April as well. At the moment, this is Walmart in the US, also hobby and specialist channels in the US, together with Amazon. The product will be also live in the UK. Currently, we're doing a pre-sale on Zavi. I saw a couple of hours ago there was some product left, so you can still make it to Zavi to get it over there. But the stock will also be available at Game, and more retailers will be announced in April for the UK. And then in Brazil, we will also be available on Amazon, and in India on both Amazon and Flipkart. So that's a bit on the physical side. There will be digital drops coming, so that's super exciting. But more to we will communicate more about that. I think a little bit later in these stages.
Oh yeah,
we're minting these items on Ethereum Layer 2 in partnership with Immutable X. So if you're not familiar with Immutable X, they are a carbon neutral Layer 2 built on Starkware's technology. So basically they do roll-ups to Layer 1 on a daily basis. And so basically we can provide all the security and interoperability of the Ethereum network, which is the largest ecosystem for NFTs at this point. And we can also provide that without, number one, the carbon emissions problems that are currently an issue in the NFT space. And number two, we can provide trades and market transactions and things like that don't require you to pay expensive gas fees. So we provide them without any gas fees and things like that. So overall, it makes the experience a lot more cost-effective, environmentally friendly. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it lets us scale up a lot more. So as Miguel mentioned, there's I think over 6 million cards in the physical set. So that's just not possible at Layer 1 at this point. It's just too expensive. So it lets us kind of scale out and give a lot more collectors the ability to get their hands on this stuff and take part.
Dude, I love that. What kind of, in the future, like how many, I'm just trying to think, I've been trying to think since we were talking about this project, like how many daily transactions could we even be thinking about here? Like so many. I feel like people are going to like really like trade this, buy, sell, trade with each other, whatever it's going to be, right? So it's a fantastic move to tap Immutable for that, and be ready for that volume, really.
Absolutely, yeah. Just our Counter-Strike product does, on busy days, well north of 25,000 marketplace sales. So it's we're talking big scale.
That would be painful on mainnet. So I'm really happy it's on Immutable. Although gas fees are down a little bit, but still, that'd be a little challenging, especially for people who want to scoop up some of the more common ones, right? It'd be kind of annoying to do that. So,
Layer 1 would be awful.
Immutable. And I believe, Mark, sorry if you mentioned it, but that we'll be able to port our cards out of the app like to Immutable's marketplace. And I think some of the people who got some at the promo at South by have already been able to do that, correct?
Yeah, we haven't made it super public yet, but people have figured it out. If you connect your, a MetaMask wallet.
That's right, baby. We brought it here on the channel.
You can just click a button and move your cards out to Immutable X, or you can move them out to Ethereum Layer 1 as well. You just need to wait for a roll-up and pay the gas fees once you get over to L1. That's it.
There you go. Beauty. Well, thanks for explaining that. Marketplace stuff for funds. I'm assuming it's relatively straightforward to kind of load in some money into the app, right? Or is that what we do? Is that we could we load credit card or ETH, or what do we do there?
Yeah, so to start off with, basically there's some different payment types depending on whether you're using the mobile app or the web app. So on the web app, you would load it in using Circle Pay, which today is only, unfortunately, credit cards, but very soon going to be offering crypto payments as well. And then on the mobile apps, obviously there's Google Play Store payments and then iOS App Store payments. There is a little bit of an extra fee on the mobile apps than there is on the web app, just because Apple and Google get their share, and because you're able to actually cash out your balance from the app. We got to make sure that fee is taken into account.
I've hear, what is your one big wish, for the project here? What is the absolute this project has done it. We're here. It is the project. What does that look like for you? What's that end vision or kind of the big vision?
Yeah, I think for myself, and also for the team, we're in this for the long term, right? So my ultimate dream would be, I'm living in Europe, so I'm quite familiar with the Panini sticker hype during World Cup. This is a little bit the long-term vision I have, seeing people trading and being the staple community trading card platform for fans across the globe. I think that would be my long-term vision, is to be the one and only and the best platform and community for trading card collectors and fans all across the world. And to be here as long as possible, and to see my own grandkids start trading and collecting cards.
I think what everyone wants to know is, when's the digital drop?
When's the digital drop? The digital drop is coming up. It is coming up on the 31st, and it's going to be pretty epic. Very excited. Our creative team on the Collect side's been working on it in collaboration with HRO and DC, and we've got a pretty exclusive set that's going to be themed around something that's kind of topical right now. This guy named Batman. If you happen to be in Oaxaca for the past month, Luke, and weren't able to see, there's a new movie out, and it's pretty amazing. And so we're taking a look back through the history of Batman and through that universe. And so we're going to get a wide range of characters. The high level, it's a 30 card set. And then there's also, some interesting stuff in there that we'll get into in a little bit. But as far as the set overview is concerned, there's everything from commons to mythic in there. So there's actually going to be a 1-of-1 inserted into packs. So that's going to be obviously the chase element. And then we've got everything from common, uncommon, superior, epic, legendaries, and we've got a wide range of characters from the whole Batman universe, and it's pretty fun to see. I don't want to get into too many spoilers before we announce all the breakdown of it. We'll give you guys a very detailed list of exactly what's in there, the characters and the different card types and things like that. But just wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser on that. As far as the rewards are concerned, we're going to have both leaderboard and completion rewards for this set. So basically, the leaderboard will go out to the top 100 leaderboard placements, and then on top of that, everyone who completes the set is going to also receive a collection reward. So there's some details around those, which again we'll give you guys all the details, but that's the high level.
What's the reward?
The reward's pretty cool. So basically,
are you allowed to say? Sorry, I asked that totally off script. Am I allowed? You don't have to say.
I can. So the rewards are going to be so they're based around the movie posters from the movie. One is Batman and one is Riddler.
Question: how often does the HRO team talk with Warner Brothers?
We just got out of a call with Warner Brothers right before the stages. So no, we have a very good relationship together with Warner Brother that also dates back before HRO actually. So as Cardamundi, we have a well-established relationship with them. At the moment, we're talking really on a weekly basis. We will meet up again as well next week physically at NFT LA. So everyone who is there, you can find us there next week. But we are like chatting like on a daily basis.
I figured, yeah, that's what I meant. It was a funny question. I hope that's what you would answer. What is the expected shipping date for pre-orders?
So at the moment, it is mid-April. So if anything would change around that date, then we will communicate as quickly as possible. But it is mid-April at the moment.
Okay, so mid-April is the shipping date, so I assume people would get it probably pretty soon after that. Complicated question here for you guys. What happens to the physical card if you sell or trade the digital twin?
This is actually a very, very good question. So props to the fans who are asking this. I think I started the project where I was of the opinion, let's keep them together. Let's keep them together. The card acts as the physical shell, and the digital NFT acts like the soul of that card, and they cannot be separated. And that's how I started off this entire journey. And I still think that is a very realistic approach for the people who want to keep them together. So at the moment, it's all up to the community to decide if they want to keep them together or split them. So it's nothing we can enforce at the moment. We will be looking at providing a system for people who do want to keep them together to do this in a safely manner through our platform. I hope this answers the question.
Mark, maybe more question for Mark. How will the drop work on the app? And also, I saw a question about price point as well, which is a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question. So the first set is going to be just over 10,000 packs, and the price point is going to be $50 a pack, and you get 3 digital NFTs within that pack. So that's the price point. As far as how the drop works, it's going to be pretty simple. There's a packs or drops area of the app, both on the web and the mobile app. As long as you have balance at drop time, obviously you can buy. And because we think this is going to be very popular, we've kind of built a sort of queuing system or registration system where once we open up the registrations, which will be soon, basically you can just come in and at any time you want to until the registration period ends, you can sign up. And basically we'll have 2 different times for the drop. One will be a whitelist, which there will be multiple ways to get on. So definitely stay tuned for that if you're really wanting to get in on the drop. And the other is just the main drop. So we'll run the whitelist drop, an hour or 2 before the main drop. So the whitelist people will have the ability to go in and buy. That'll be capped as well. And then the main drop, basically all the people on the list, their usernames will be randomized. And then basically we'll have an order. And all you have to do is basically wait for your email or push notification, depending on what you have enabled. And once you get your notification, you can go and buy it anytime, as long as there's stocks left. So basically, what we want to do is make sure that, number one, we provide a really, seamless experience for getting into the drop. And number 2, that, unlike some other, drop systems out there that are queuing, you don't have to sit around and wait for your turn for, potentially days to get in on the drop. We want to make it nice and easy, and hopefully this is a great system.
Excellent. And there's one interesting question here that I hadn't thought of. Will people be able to see how many of the NFTs have been redeemed on each card?
Yeah, that data will be available in the API. I'd have to check and see whether that's actually in the interface as of now, but the information will be there for sure.
Okay, cool. So there'll be some way to find that probably for people. That's a great question. I hadn't thought of that, but that's like that's a whole new dynamic to the supply question, right? Is how many of them have actually been redeemed, and which I guess, you know, from coming from our world, from Top Shot and all that kind of stuff, it's like how many are still in packs? It's kind of like the question we would ask.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. And again, really specific question. People are eager, Mark. When will people at the top of the leaderboards begin to receive their rewards?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So typically what we do, like we're running monthly digital drops. So the cadence will be typically we do the drop, and then approximately 3 weeks later, we'll do the leaderboard and completion locks. So the reason we do the completion rewards too, so we don't give you the completion reward right after you finish it, because, enterprising users, let's say, might get the reward and then create a second account, trade all the cards over and complete again. So we do it only at once. So you need to have your completion on that lock date and time. And if you want to compete on the leaderboards, basically there will be a date and time too, where we basically do a snapshot and we do the rewards based on that. And the rewards usually come, a day or two later, depending on the team's workload and stuff like that. But that's how the process generally works.
A question. Well, obviously, one of the bigger questions, and as you know, I live in Canada, is I think we could probably just circle back real quick, because there's a lot of questions about releasing in the other markets. And I know, having worked with other NFT companies, that coming to Canada and coming to other countries like that is something that's hard to give a timeline for, because it's something that typically you guys are actively working on, but it's kind of hard to nail down. Can you guys give us any kind of update there, or like rough ETA, or even just kind of like the status of those?
So the team is actually looking into this. I can't give exact dates at the moment, as we can't promise anything and not deliver to that. So we always want to keep our communications short and crisp and completely transparent. So as long as we don't know it, then we won't communicate it about it. But I can tell you, we are working very, very hard with our teams to open up other countries and other regions. And I will say it is looking good to broaden these regions. But still, as I said, I won't confirm anything as long as it's not confirmed by the internal teams.
Got it. Miguel and Mark, people here today are hearing your vision. They hear about the wonderful app and all the technology you guys have built and everything that we're going to be experiencing here. Are there any other brands or IPs that that are going to come someday to Hero? Is that in the works, or are we here strictly for DC?
Moment of truth.
Even if you can't, you can just say no comment, or just say I don't know. That's okay too.
Come on.
It's a really big question, so don't feel like you have to answer it.
That's it. I would say we have big ambitions for Hero. Let's put it that way.
Agreed.
As I would expect. Okay, fantastic.
And that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing for more Hero content like this. So yeah, man, I think that pretty much should have summed it up for you, if you didn't already know. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And yeah, man, I think if you're not already in, you should do a little bit more research. But I think this has potential. I think this is going to be something fun. I think it's going to be big. I think there's a lot of opportunity here. So I hope you do your due diligence before it's too late. And with that, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice, because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius. Sharing his thoughts and opinions on this interesting app known as Hero. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt, because things could change. And with that, if you would like to follow me on the Hero app, my username is right there on the screen. Feel free to follow me and leave your name so I can follow back. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out and huddle strong, my friends. And remember that not all heroes wear capes. Later.